It's been a minute, but we got a big Stranger Things update to talk about. Stranger Things Season 5 is on week 5 of production. It's been a while since we have an update, but there's so many things that have come out over the past couple of days that we gotta dive into all of it. Today we're gonna be diving into new looks at characters such as Steve Harrington, Nancy, Jonathan, even the Bald Eagle. We got our first look at the Upside Down. We even got a possible speculation report that Stranger Things Season 5 will release in 2025. All that was so much more, and of course at the very end of all these videos, we dive into theories for Season 5. Let me know your thoughts, theories, and speculation, and what do you think of these very, very blurry set photos that we have and that have been released. Let me know your thoughts on all this down below. Hit the like button, subscribe button, and let's hop into these. So first and foremost, let's start off with a report that came from Deadline. This almost happened a week ago that is saying that Stranger Things Season 5 might very well be releasing in 2025. I think that is perfect. You can literally have a whole marketing program from Netflix that Stranger Things 5 is releasing in 2025 with the Stranger Things 5 at the end of 2025. That would be epic in and of itself. I haven't heard anyone from the production team actually confirm this. This is just Deadline kind of having a little report about that it might release in 2025, which we're fingers crossed is going to happen. Next up, let's hop into our first looks at the Upside Down. This actually takes place over at Stone Mountain Park, where they get all like those tentacle things wrapped around all the different trees throughout there. And it actually just said that they finished reporting and they were taking those down, and the cast is no longer filming there. So maybe all the scenes filmed in the Upside Down, which doesn't seem like they're going to be a lot, just because it was filmed very, very fast to be on the Upside Down right there. It was filmed very fast to be in the Upside Down, only for a couple of days, but production team is said to be taking down all the designs for the Upside Down in Stone Mountain Park. So if we are going to the Upside Down, it's not going to be very long. It's not going to be all that much. Nonetheless, we did get our first little look in the daylight. Who knew we'd see the Upside Down in the daylight? It's always dark when we see it, but we got our first look at the Upside Down in the daylight, which is interesting to see. It just looks like a forest with things wrapped around the trees. Nonetheless, it's still pretty cool. And also, speaking of first looks, we got our first looks at a couple of characters. Now, we just really get to see their outfits. We get to see the backs of them. Nothing really up close and personal, up close and in front. We got to look at the guy right there up front, the Bald Eagle himself, which is always so cool to see. You got to love Murray. And you also get to see the backs of Nancy and Jonathan, who are reunited here as well, which is something that I'm interested to see how they go with in Stranger Things 5. Are they going to go with the whole Stancy or Jancy? I'm kind of Team Stancy, but I'm kind of Team Jancy. There isn't much close-ups of what these guys are looking like, what they're going through, but just kind of the backs. Looks like they're really just walking in between sets, but we get looks at their outfits, what they're going to be wearing. All makes sense. I'm just interested to see where they came from at the end of Season 4. Is there an actual time jump? What really happened? Because they're just wearing everyday clothes. Don't look too torn up yet. This is just me speculating, but nonetheless, are we going to have them be fighting in the beginning of the season, or is it going to be that 2-year time jump that we are speculating? There's also been many set photos of the cast filming at the radio station, which seems to be a prominent set for Stranger Things 5, which I'm interested to see what they do here, because I believe this is a new set. So is this something like we have not seen before? Or are they going to be using the radio station to somehow use a time travel that we've been thinking of, so somehow connect to the Upside Down to find an Eddie Munson in the Upside Down? These are all just questions and speculation at the end of the day. But nonetheless, they are filming a lot at this radio station, so it seems like it's going to be a very prominent scene for the show. And it's also where Mike and Eleven were chilling at the top of it. It looks like they're confessing their love for each other, or they're talking about how the world's going to end. But all of that being said, the radio station seems to be a very prominent filming location as of right now. Maybe this is somehow tying back to Eleven's past. Maybe this is somehow tying to Vecna's past. Maybe they're going in here just because it's safe and no one knows about it. Who really knows at this point? And finally, for this update, let's hop into what Gaten Matarazzo said in a recent interview, where he said this show would be so much better if the stakes were much higher. Like at any moment, any of these kids can kick it. I feel like we're all too safe. First and foremost, Gaten, what are you talking about? My heart pounds every single episode when our characters get in danger. And is this hinting that we're going to lose several of the kids in Stranger Things 5? I don't know how I feel about that, but the fact that Gaten is talking about that almost makes it seem like maybe they aren't going that direction, or is he just kind of throwing an Easter egg out there that maybe they are going that direction? But I feel Stranger Things 4 is very brutal, especially what happened with Chrissy, what happened with Max, what happened with Eddie. I mean, it was pretty freaking brutal. It was pretty dang sad losing these characters. So coming into the main season, are we actually going to lose some of the main kids? That's what it seems like Dustin is hinting at, and that right there, my friends, has me absolutely terrified going into Season 5, and I am extremely nervous because I'm hoping they can stick the landing, which they're going to, but I'm really, really nervous for the fates of these characters. And the fact that Gaten said that in an interview, now it's everywhere for everyone to see. I mean, my mind's racing. Is Dustin going to make it through? They can't take out Dustin, can they? Or can they? These are all questions and speculations at the end of the day. And what we're going to theorize here for the end of this video is who of these characters is safe and not safe of just the main kids. I'm not going to talk about the adults or the older kids. From 11, Mike, Will, Dustin, Lucas, and Max. Now, I think Max is going to come back. I think they would have taken her out completely in Season 4 if she was going to die. I think she's pretty safe. I think Lucas is actually very safe as well. I think he's really coming to his own, really becoming lovable as the show goes on. I've always been a Lucas fan, but Season 4, he kind of had that rough patch where he was trying to fit in with both crowds. By the end, really redeemed himself. But characters I think really are at stake. I wouldn't say Mike or Dustin, but I would really say Will might just be up there because he's been so attached to the Upside Down. And I think maybe just somehow if the Upside Down goes away, that Will might go away with it because the vanishing of Will Byers is all really took place around Will. But I truly believe that 11 will not make it through the end of Stranger Things 5. I think she's going to be a goner. I think if the Upside Down closes, like how I thought with Will, I think 11, 1000% will have to sacrifice herself for the greater good to close down the Upside Down for good. That being said, who knows? Everyone might be on the chocolate block. We might start losing characters left and right, which I hope we don't, but we might. All that being said, it's always a great day when we have all these Stranger Things updates. Gave it a couple days just so we got a bunch, and we got so many good, juicy updates in there, which have been so fun to dive into and speculate. You hear all these news, you see all these set photos, what do you make of it? Let me know all that down below in the comment section. And who's your theory as to who's going to die in Season 5? Is it 11? Is it Max? Is it Will? Is it Dustin? Is it Lucas? Is it Mike? It's all a question we have to answer. Thank you guys so much for watching it, for being here. Hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the Upside Down.